Hey, what's going on? Luke here. For today's video, we're going to be talking about the NRL bunker. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, another video talking about the refs. This time, we're not really going to be talking about the refs. We're going to be talking about the actual process of the bunker. Now, I just want to say the bunker itself, I don't mind the bunker. It's obviously just the video ref. Like, it's got to be there. I want the right decisions being made, and the right decisions are being made for the most part. But my problem is how they're being made. Now, you go back pretty much since the time the video ref was brought in, even the bunker, the person would score the try. If it was a bit dubious, they would go and have a look at the video ref. And in the more recent years, they were given no try and try, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. It did speed things up a little bit and sort of helped with them making calls, because you could justify and be like, oh, well, the referee said no try on the field, but it did put a lot of heat on the referees. Now, this year, also, like at the back end of last year, they did trial it, and it actually trialed pretty well, but they've now brought in the whole thing where they're actually checking every single try, regardless of the referee's decision. The referee's going to reward it, and then they're going to check it in the background while the player's lining up a goal kick. Now, for me, I absolutely fucking hate this one. I actually despise this one. I really, really hate it. The whole point of bringing in this little rule that they wanted to do, I don't know if you'd refer to it as a rule, but the little change that they've made was to speed up the game and sort of not ruin the moment for the fans and I guess the TV. You look at all the highlights packages and they're like, oh, there's a brilliant try, just got to check the video ref. So I understand they wanted to eliminate that. But at the same time, now they've brought in a whole new element where you're letting teams celebrate tries that are clearly a no try. The team celebrates, the players celebrate, they go to line up the goal kick, and just before they're about to take the goal kick, they're like, hang on, we're actually just checking the video ref. So they still do the whole thing anyways and say they're checking it. It's not like they're lining it up and then the referee's like, oh, yeah, no try. Okay, shit, let's change that one. No, they still do the whole go to the camera, do the little bloody video ref sign. They still do all that sort of stuff. So it's not even speeding it up in that regards. And it's happening quite a bit too. And they're awarding tries just willy-nilly. Like last night is a perfect example. Kenny Bromwich runs through, clearly takes out Dylan Edwards. Every man and their dog can tell you that that wasn't going to be a try. Whether you think Dylan Edwards took a dive or not, which he probably did. But at the same time, the contact from Kenny Bromwich was so obvious. I don't understand how you can actually award that. I know in the referee's head, they've got that little bit more leeway where they can just award it, and if it goes through, it goes through, and if not, video ref's going to pull it up, or the bunker, I should say. But you can't just let them do that. You can't just let them award those tries. That was absolutely ridiculous. Storm went and celebrated, and like literally every man and the dog could see that Kenny Bromwich had taken out Dylan Edwards. It was such an obvious one, right in front of the referees, and yet Olam goes over and scores, the scoreboard changes, the team celebrate, everyone's going, huh, surely they're going to change that. But yet the Storm still celebrates, the moment's still there, and then they take it away, so the moment's then gone. So then that moment that they just had, it looks completely stupid because they just celebrated a try that clearly wasn't a try. And it's not the first time. Go back to even last week, the Bulldogs up against Penrith, up against Premiership favourites. I'm talking about Penrith a lot, actually. A lot of these tries happening against them. But the Bulldogs, underdogs, go and score this try where they were throwing it out the back and doing all this special stuff, just throwing it about. They end up scoring a try. They go back to the very first knock-on after the fact. And I understand the whole point of it. There were so many calls from the media and stuff going, oh, just award the try, just award it. Don't ruin the moment. Phil Gould used to be a big one. He'd get on commentary and go, you can't take it away from him. You just can't. And it's like, but they didn't score the try. You can't take it away from them. It was an illegal play. Take the try away, please. Please, make the right call. I want the right call to be made. I don't want them to just score a great try where there's a kick involved or something and then go, oh, well, look pretty cool, so you better award it. And I feel like that's what they were trying to eliminate. They were trying to eliminate teams celebrating and then going, oh, I don't know if I should celebrate or not. And the crowd's like, oh, yeah, that's a cool try, but I don't know if I should celebrate because there was probably a knock on a couple plays back, or not a couple plays back, but a couple passes back. But for me, they've just gone from one extreme to the other. I mean, I think they needed to do something because to a degree, they were kind of right in the sense that teams are scoring these cool tries and they're checking the video ref. But I feel like for me, the crowd wasn't like, oh no, video ref. Oh, it was like, oh, well, let's just see. I feel like it actually increased the drama to see, did he get the ball down? Did they drop it? All this sort of stuff. The problem was when the video ref was being looked at, or the bunker, I should say, it was like the ones where they're looking at it and there's like a millisecond of a finger touching it and stuff. So there were ones where it's going to be a 50-50 call and it's going to be debatable, and then teams are blowing up and they're like, should have just awarded it on the spot. Shouldn't have even been looking at that. So I can understand it's going to be controversial no matter what. But this whole one, I don't like the fact that teams are celebrating, you're letting the crowd celebrate, and then all of a sudden, oh, well, nah, that wasn't a try. And it's just all happening in the background too. And even like I said, it's happening in the background, yet when they're coming to the actual call, as soon as they're like, yeah, we're taking a look at it, I mean, it seems to be a 50-50 call on whether they're actually awarding it or not still at that point. But you know there's like a pretty big doubt about it, and you're like, oh my god, it's like pretty much the same emotion as what it would be if they had just sent it up to the video ref to start off with. So why not avoid the whole longer process and just do it? Just go to the video ref if you're not sure about it. Anyways, I felt like I needed to do a rant on this. I don't know if this is going to be a popular opinion, but yeah, I just absolutely hate this new bunker. And I feel like at the moment, we're so new into the season that people aren't that bothered with it. I mean, it's not happening like all the time, so there's not these absolute howlers happening. But just the whole Kenny Bromwich situation last night sparked it for me because I thought it was such an obvious no try. The fact that they just actually awarded it on the field and were like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's going to check anyway, so we'll just award it a try. Like, I feel like if that's going to be the attitude of the referees, well then it's like, why are they even there? Just let the bunker officiate it. Just let them do it, because on the field they're just going to award a try anyways. In fact, just award all the tries and just check everything. And to a degree, I feel like this was brought in to give the referees a little bit more leeway too, so they were able to just make the decision and then have a backup plan rather than have to go, oh, I don't know if it's a try, or I think it's a try, I don't really know. This way they can just sit there and say, yep, that was a try. Bunker can overrule, and they can say, oh, well, the bunker looked at it, it wasn't me, the bunker looked at it, I just saw what I saw and I just gave it a try. And everyone goes, it's alright, bunker got it. But yeah, enough ranting. Leave in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on this? I feel like this is going to be a controversial one because, like I said, it's only a fairly new thing, so I feel like people are getting used to it. So some people probably won't be as frustrated as they will be at the end of the year, or if there's a grand final situation, team scores in the grand final and they pull it back after letting them celebrate in a grand final. I think that's going to be crazy, or even a prelim, just finals in general. I'll be interested to see how it goes in that, because I feel like there will be a lot of teams on the receiving end of them scoring a try and then having it taken off them. So I think that'll be a controversial thing, and then we'll probably be talking about it in the off season. They'll probably change it. But yeah, leave in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on this? Also, while you're at it, if you did happen to enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Also, turn on the notification bell. It's super important. Let you be notified immediately. Don't have to worry about the sub boxes. We know they're pretty dodgy. We know they don't really let you know when I've actually uploaded. So turn on the notification bell. You get a little notification on your phone or your tablet, whatever device you're using, and you can go and just watch the video immediately. You can leave a little first comment if you want, but yeah, you can just see the video. You don't have to worry about not seeing it. Also, while you're at it, give me a follow on social media. It's on the screen right now. It's Mr. Luke on YT. The Facebook page is just Mr. Luke's. Go ahead and give me a follow on all social media. Snapchat's Mr. Luke on YT as well, so I should mention that. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end this video. A little bit of a rant about the bunker, but it just had to be done, had to be said. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See yous.